Welcome to Wayne's Weird World. Yeah, it's a bit weird today. I wouldn't recommend doing this in your lounge room or your kitchen. Some people might. Cheers. It is 1 o'clock. Buns. I don't know where Gus is. Cashews out of the way. Well, I had a person on the comment section of one of my videos asking about my potting mix. Okay, here we go. Well, first off, I'm not really happy with the commercial mix. So I do a little bit of tinkering around. Well, what do we have here? We've got 2 buckets of pine bark. I had delivered 10 cubic meter truckload for the garden. So I saved some of it in a wool pack. This is, I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, Manfern frond. Next time, instead of doing it that way, I'm going to strip off the Manfern leaves and run these through the chipper. And I'll do a little cross section so you can see what we're talking about and why. Because it's really very open, very porous, and that surprisingly will last several years, 2, maybe 3 years in the potting mix. Not as long as the pine bark, but nearly. Okay, we've got 2 buckets of that, 1 the Manfern. This is 2 bags of orchid mix, the commercial orchid mix, but look at this. Let's drop this down a little bit. These are the fines. That's the fines from the pine bark, the fines out of the Manfern, the fines out of the orchid mix. And in my opinion, it's too much. I want a very open, free draining mix. So this is what I do. That's the stuff. All the fines, no, I won't throw them away. All the fines I reuse. Let's have a look at this stuff. Ah, I should have my mask on, naughty boy. I've already done the most of it. Look at that. This is all the fine material from just 1 small sieve. That's a lot. My big speciosas, my big orchids, that's too much. I need them free draining. I can't have all of that in the potting mix. Well, I could, but it would stay too damp too long. So, what do? Let's see how much of I can pour on the floor. Come on. Whoop, up, up, up. Come on back. Get this out of the way because the next step is mixing all this together, and if I have too much stuff in the way, it gets to be a real drama. Oh yeah, wouldn't it be nice to do this on the kitchen floor? I don't think so. So that'll all get mixed up. I was going to put the propagating sand. Oh, I just spilled some of that. But that's fairly fine. Have a look at that. I was going to put that in the potting mix for the orchids, but I think it's too fine. I'll save that for my, yeah, look at the mess. I'll save that for the carnivorous plants. So, here we go. Horticultural charcoal, perlite, and I spilled some of it, but that's okay because it'll all get swept up. Dust, but I've got a fair breeze coming through here right now, so I'm not too worried. I was going to put this orchid mix in, but look at how coarse it is. That I will save for the speciosums. So I'm going to put that aside. The charcoal. Check this out. Some of the pieces are quite large. Again, I'll separate those, the big pieces, for my speciosums. Dendrobium speciosum, big ones. So I'm just going to pour this in on top, separate those big ones. Anything that looks like a fair chunk. Horticultural charcoal. I think most of the large pieces ended up on top because of the settling in transit. What's that? Oh, garbage. But that's not too bad. Now the fun stuff. Oh, I will. I'm going to add some of this river gravel. I'll leave the fines at the bottom. There, that's fine. Excuse the pun. And that'll be fine. Pun? Twice? No. Too many puns. And once it's all mixed up, it's going to make a lovely mix. Let's try this one. Wolf brand. I haven't quite worn it out. Let's tip this camera up again. I haven't quite worn it out yet. So I'm going to have a little bit of work done on it. Nah, small hand trowel is better. I can use those later. Yep. Wouldn't it be nice to have a cement mixer to do this? Yes. Do I? No. So that's it. Mix it up and then I can use it. But it's already getting close to sunset. So I don't think I'm going to be doing any more potting up tonight. Well, that's it. Wayne's Weird World potting mix. Lovely fun. All right, cheers. See you next time.